Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Prado 150 out of here, where we show you how to cook a roast dinner in a Roadchef. Let's see if it works using the solar. Well, guys, welcome back to an episode of Prado 150 out of here. Today, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to cook a roast dinner in that Roadchef. So, just going down to local IGA down the road, and I've got a nearly 1.3 kilogram roast lamb, and I've got myself some oven bags, and this is the tray I'm going to use to put it in the oven. So as you know, we've had alternated dramas, so hopefully we've got them sorted. We had battery problems at Cape York. You would have seen that on previous videos. So we've got that sorted, and we've now got the new red arc. We've got a solar panel on top of the car. So this roast is going to be cooked in the Roadchef, run by the solar. So I've had the car running today. The battery is full, so it's sitting on 13.23 volts at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to get this ready. I'm going to turn the oven on, and I'm going to preheat it at 180 for about half an hour just to get things going, while I get the roast ready and put it into an oven bag. Well, guys, here we are. She's a bit warm out here, but that's good for the solar. So what I'm going to do, try not to make a mess. Just going to open this one up. Just going to open these up. Get the ties. In here, so just get that out ready. So I'm just open up the bag. Probably making it look hard, but it's not very hard. So about that much flour, nothing in like that. So it'll fit. I'm just going to pop that in there. Just give it a bit of a shake around, cover them all up like that. Just put one of these ties on there. There we go, it's just to keep them nice. And then I'll put that on the tray, which is pretty much warm anyway. Guys, it looks a bit dirty, doesn't it? So this is the Roadchef. So it's 12 volts, 8.3 amps, 100 watts. Okay, so I've got a 160 watt solar panel sitting on the roof at the moment, and I've just got a 105 amp hour AGM deep cycle battery in the front, which runs through the red arc. So yeah, running on solar at the moment. So hopefully it fits, but we're going to put the roast in there. So I'm just going to turn it on. So this is your temperature here. Now I'm not sponsored or getting paid for this in any way. I'm just doing it as something different, just to show you guys how it all works. And if anyone was interested in whether it's a Roadchef or any of the other camp ovens, they all work fairly similarly, the same. I think the only difference with some of them is that they're different clips to open and close. I know one brand does not have a timer. You can just have it on. This has only got a timer, so maximum is 120 minutes. It's probably a bit more of a check to make sure you're not going to burn anything, so I'm quite happy for it to turn off after 120 minutes. So I'm going to turn it on now, and we'll turn that to 120 minutes. So I'm just going to preheat it for about half an hour. Meanwhile, we'll get that roast going. And in actual fact, I'm going to go mow the lawn as well while I'm waiting for this to heat up. So there's a solar panel Look, it's only a King's, got it from King's, 160 watt. It's worked a treat ever since I've had it, no complaints whatsoever. She runs 24/7. So she's starting to heat up, nowhere near the 180. Look, there is a 180 there, but it just keeps going a bit further, so I've just put it on the high setting. It's gone down 20 minutes, so I'm going to turn him back up to 120. I'm thinking this is probably going to take, actually I don't have any idea, this is a bit of a test, so I reckon it's going to take at least 3 hours, probably maybe going on to 4, don't know. Just remember, this is not your conventional oven at home, so most ovens are fan force these days. This is not. So we're going to open her up and put the roast in. Pretty sure it's going to fit, but we'll see. The other option is to put, that's hot already, eh? Is to put it in straight in like that. Down the back there, put it in. We'll see how we go, eh? Now, as long as if you turn this down, you can find out where the temperature is. So, temperature's at 120. You can probably see that there. Because when I turn it back on, you'll see the red light come on. So she's sitting on about 120, and I'm going to put her on about 180 there. So that light, but this is my voltmeter inside the car. So the oven's on, it's still reading 13 volts. Guys, this is the battery I'm using, so it's 105 amp hour. It's been through a lot. It's been to Cape York and back, and it's had a few issues with my previous DC charger, so it's still going pretty strong. I'll just move up here, and obviously you'll remember the red arc from the installation, so it's purely on the solar and charging on the A, so working a treat basically. Well guys, just going to show you the voltmeter first. So it's about an hour and a bit after we've put it in the oven, so it's still reading 12.6. Sun's out though. We'll go and check on the roast and see what's going on. Well guys, I can smell it from here. Let's just see what the temperature's up to. So yeah, she's bubbling away, and obviously not ready, but definitely starting to cook, so that's pretty good. We'll put it back, close up the oven. So yeah, so volts have just gone down a little bit, so we'll see how we go. We might be pushing our luck here, but we'll see what happens. The sun's kind of a little bit overcast, so it's coming back out again now. So, oh guys, nothing like a hot day when you're doing experiments. Got to get a beer out of the fridge. Nice and cold. It's pretty hard to get beer out even one here. But hey, I reckon I can do it. Put it away. Sitting on -1. It's pretty good, isn't it? Guys, just back here for another check. So it's probably been 2 hours, moving on to 3. So we've got a bit of cloud cover. I'm probably pushing this out a bit much, or expecting a bit too much out of this, because I know when you do your figures it all looks pretty good on paper. You know, 160 watts. It's only using 8 watts, so really it should be coping. But obviously that's at full strength on the sun. So I've just come in to have a look, and yeah, we're down to 12.3. So probably my little experiment's probably not doing the best as far as keeping up the voltage on a just on the solar alone. So I'm just going to open her up, see what she's doing. I mean, she's cooking. She's doing the, you know, everything's all doing really well, really fine. I'm just considering whether I just run the car for a bit, just to give it a bit of a top up. I mean, the DC or BC charger from Red Arc puts in it'll put in, it's a 40 amp hour, so you know, if you just run the car, I mean, I'm trying to do this as if we're out camping. So if you were out camping and it was struggling a bit, you could probably just start the engine up for a short while and give it a bit of a boost up. Well guys, I don't think I've been defeated, but if you have a look at the weather, it's cloudy and the rain's coming. So what I'm going to do is, just like as if we were out camping, we've probably got, here comes the rain now, if we had probably got about an hour to go for the cooking. So yeah, I'm just going to jump in the car and start her up and get a bit of charge back into her. Well guys, I've had to start up the car, and as you can see, we've gone from 12.2 volts, increasing over 13. Here we go, the rain is definitely here, so definitely no sun out at the moment. So I've just got the car running, and yeah, she's charging at about 13.6. So real life situations that when you're out camping, and this could possibly be the situation. But I've given it a good go, and she's still smelling very nice. If you were driving around the place, yeah, it would be perfect. So look, maybe it was a good thing to do, a bit of a test, and it's not over yet, but the conclusion of it would probably be the best idea would be to drive, at least for the beginning of the cooking, and then you could finish it off with the with the car and the solar. Man, getting hailed on here. Can you hear it? Well guys, just about to open the Roadchef and pull out the roast and see how we're going. What's out of the way? So yeah, if you can see that, I'm just going to pierce the top. Just going to have a look in there. It's funny, I gotta take my glasses off to see something that's now, I think she's done. Perfect, there's no red in there at all. But I'm just going to confirm with the boss, Mrs. Prado 158 here, so I'll be back in a second. So guys, I think we've got success. There's no red in here at all. Lots of juice. Everything's all been contained in the oven bag, so there's no mess. I had to start the car and run it for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. While the car was running, I sat inside and rang my mother from Perth. So Mum likes to talk for a little while, so I sat in the car while it hailed and rained on me. Not ideal conditions to be using the Roadchef when there's no, if you're trying to use it with the solar. So I think we've had success. So that was about just over 3 hours cooking. Most of it was done by simply the solar. I just noticed that the battery voltage was starting to drop probably just over halfway through. So yeah, ran it with ran the car for 25 minutes and just gave it a bit more boost, and here we have it, got a roast dinner. So cheers guys, we're going to go in and cut it up and enjoy it. Cut a bit open or a bit off, and we're going to have a taste. And it's like as tender as they come. Look at that, beautiful. So I'm going to have a bite. So guys, success I think. That was completely cooked in the Roadchef. And we just had it sitting here just to rest. We did do the veggies in the oven in the house, but I mean, you can put veggies in the oven or cook them up in a frying pan when you're camping. So not too bad considering that the cloud cover came over and we got a bit of a hailstorm. So The Roadchef still kept cooking. Had to run the car for 20 minutes to just keep the battery up with it. But yeah, I think we had pretty much success. I think the best option is obviously to probably run the car, or when you're driving, that's the best time to cook it. But nonetheless, if you got plenty of sun and you had, well, definitely if you had lithium batteries, you'd be home and hosed, no worries at all. But I've done it with an AGM deep socket battery, 105 amp hours. So let me know in the comments if you think that I've had a successful roast dinner cook-up. Well guys, thanks again for watching. Prado 150. Cheers. Out of here. Catch you later, eh?